This Transmissions Trips to the Store video has been brought to you with the help of listeners like you. Without Patreon support, Transmissions would not be the show it is today. You can sign up for Patreon at www.transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the amazing Transformers stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check that out at our website, transmissionspodcast.com. We do 2 shows every week. Every Wednesday is Transmissions, the flagship show all about Transformers toys. And then every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers comics and media. We are continuing our Dreamwave Transformers Generation 1 review with issue 5 this week, so be sure to check that out. We are joined by awesome editor and producer Mike this week. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Oh, it is wonderful to be here.
And you should definitely check out Empire of Rust, our Transformers RPG podcast, live play podcast that is all produced and run and starring Mike Ordway. Check that out.
And friends, not just me.
And friends, yes. But you make the whole thing happen. You edit the show, you create the campaign, you torture the characters, everything. It wouldn't be a show without you.
All very true.
All right, as always, we start off by thanking our donatrons, the people who support the show, because this show wouldn't happen without them. So thank you to everyone who supports us. You can, if you want to become a donatron, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That's where you can sign up. You can support us on Patreon or PayPal. You get access to some perks like Empire of Rust bonus episodes that are uncut with all the outtakes left in. You should check that out. We've got episode 23 up this week. The intake's the regular show.
All of the stuff that is too bad for air. And all the stuff too good for air.
Too hot for iTunes.
And also, you can help us if you want to help at the show by buying some merchandise. You can go to our TeePublic store at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. We've got lots of cool shirts. You can see those there. Shirts, masks, all our designs can be made into lots of different merchandise. And we've got a sale. TeePublic has a flash sale today and tomorrow, May 20th and 21st. Everything 35% off. So act fast right now. Check it out. Get some cool merchandise, some cool Transmissions merch. You can get any TeePublic merch for 35% off. Use our link, transmissionspodcast.com/shop. Again, that'll help us out, help out the show. And, who couldn't use the help? All right, let's talk about the stuff we got. And we're going to lead it off with Mike. What do you got?
All right, it has been a very long time since I've been on the show, but I'm not going to grab every single thing that I've purchased over, the last year, 2 years now? How long has it been?
Probably a year.
Couple months.
Yeah. A couple months. All right, that's fair. But I will show off a couple of things I picked up. So, got over here. So I got Brunt, Deluxe Brunt from not Earthrise, the one before Earthrise. Siege. Yes, thank you. From Siege. So Brunt, cool figure. The guys on the podcast actually picked up a Triptychon for me for my birthday back when he was on sale at not Ollie's, but one of the discount.
It was Ollie's.
It was Ollie's. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
I don't remember approving that.
It's okay, Darryl. I approved it, so it's okay.
Oh, good. Okay. I guess I wasn't needed. I wasn't needed for that.
We got receipts. Don't worry. So yeah, I picked up Brunt to kind of finish up that whole set, and I got the Toy Hacks custom stickers for it as well. So that was a nice.
Have you put them on?
I did.
I'll buy them, but I'm not putting them on. I don't have that kind of time.
It took, I want to say it took about 4 or 5 hours to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
With a little tiny pair of tweezers, just like going on. Do I got it right? Okay, good, got it. And then getting pissed when I dropped it.
Yeah.
And I had to buy the different shaped like tower, because I guess the Triptychon I have has the alternate form like tower. So instead of the towers in the back being the same ones, it's a different like sculpt to it. So that was fun. But I picked up the sticker set for Triptychon and for Full Tilt and that extra one. So that was good. Didn't pick up the one for Brunt. I still might go back and do it. Haven't decided yet.
I should open my Triptychon sometime.
Yep.
Well, you are a Patreon supporter, right? So you're in our draws.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. I haven't won yet. It's just
weird. It's weird.
Yeah, weird. Got this guy as well as he falls over. The Earthrise Hoist.
Great knees.
Love this guy. Yeah, totally great knees. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him do the splits and fall over, or do the limbo and fall over. I like the figure. I like the transformation. I like everything about it, except that his knee joints are a little on the wobbly side, and he doesn't like standing on his own that much. Picked up Ironworks.
Nice.
Absolutely love Ironworks, and I am just yesterday I put an order in for a second one just because I've seen all of the fan mode where it has like 2 or 3 versions of like 2 or 3 Ironworks on there, and it's just like these awesome looking stations and like super armor and everything. It's like yeah. I wasn't the biggest fan of weaponizers to start with, so like I have Cog, I have Brunt, I have 6-gun, but wasn't really something I cared about that much. But then these guys started coming out, and it's like, yeah, all in.
Yeah, the Micromaster bases are great.
Yeah, can't wait for the next one, Airwave, and I hope they do unique molds for the second 2, or at least heavy remolds rather than repaints of the other 2, Grease Pit and Hothouse.
Yeah,
I think. Nice.
Good job.
So yeah, excellent. Almost like I do this professionally. Last thing I'll show off is this guy here. Now, he may look like a Titan's Return highbrow. However, he is not. He is an oversized knockoff, Voyager-sized version of highbrow. Got him for like $13, and he is better quality than the deluxe highbrow. I'm so tempted to spend the $100 to get the other 6 and just have a full shelf of Voyager-sized headmasters. So good.
Do you have the Brainstorm from that came out in Thrilling 30? That's Voyager.
Yes.
And how does it scale to that?
I will. If you give me 2 seconds, I will grab it.
Aww. All the shelves come down now.
Well, and he knows exactly where it is on what shelf.
I know, right? So comparing them to that, the Brainstorm is a little bit on the taller side, but not a whole lot.
Okay, so they're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Little
Not
close
as
there, yeah.
chunky as the newer look, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly. They scale pretty well. I think aesthetically they don't match as well, just because the Thrilling 30 one's the more IDW kind of scaled one, and these ones are that. But yeah, I mean, for $13 for a Voyager that is essentially the same quality, better quality than the deluxes, I couldn't go wrong. I couldn't say no to that. Mm-hmm. There's one little extra piece to that too. It's a little hard to see, but there is like a little hinge on this part, like where the tail fin is. That was an addition that was not on the deluxe version.
Huh.
Otherwise, all of the other stuff is there. So his rotors will collapse together, and they will kind of fold together and all that. His legs, like his lower legs, are actually metal.
Oh wow,
which is interesting.
How do they justify the cost.
I have no idea. I mean, it's a knockoff, so obviously
I'm
the
just
price
saying,
is going to be cheaper. But
it still costs them money to produce.
Yeah.
I think it's more we're getting ripped off.
But yeah, $13 for that, I couldn't say no. And like I said, I'm really, really tempted to just drop the extra 100 to get all other 6. And that's 100 with shipping too. So that's yeah. $100 for 6 Voyagers. Yeah, that's hard to say no to. Cool. Well, that's it for me. Who's next, Charles?
I am next.
Cool.
I do not have any new stuff, but I am continuing to show off my Dreamwave comics. So I've got issue 5 of Dreamwave Transformers Generation 1, Volume 1.
Mike does not care, obviously.
This is the blaster cover with Eject, Steeljaw, and Ramhorn, but no Rewind.
You probably just
That's
We're gonna have to ask Matt Moylan about that.
And the other cover is Soundwave and his well-known cassette. So we've got Laserbeak.
Early Shelton.
Well, no, there's a third retailer incentive cover that I don't have. So
Yet.
Was that the Devastator one?
yeah.
I think that's the second printing cover. Is the date.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think that
Still doesn't count. You need the full Shelton.
Well, whatever.
It's only first printings.
Yeah.
He has it. It's there.
But yeah, this Soundwave is cool, and we've got Frumble, we've got Ravage, and Laserbeak. So, all right, so that's all I got. Dreamwave covers. Jeremy, come to you next.
All right. Well, I went to this place this week called a comic store. I know. I didn't actually go in, but I had some comics that were on my pull list that came out the week everything shut down. So I'm calling these my pre-quarantine comics. I have Transformers number 19, Rise of the Decepticons, Thomas Deere cover. And this is cool. And I just realized that when they're now putting this character in the top of here, it makes an eye. I never actually put that together before. But I like it. It's kind of reminiscent of the old Marvel box where they would have the character in the box.
And looks like the Image logo.
Oh, yeah. And then I also picked up Galaxies number 6, awesome Alex Milne cover with stained glass look on it. So it was great. I already read both books, obviously, but nice to one, get out of the house, and two, actually pick these up. And then my store actually is gonna open up next week for like 5 people in at a time, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think there's gonna be any new comics for me, but nice that things are starting to kind of open up. That's all I got.
It's nice that your store survived so far.
Yeah, my store has a pretty heavy online shipping component. So between that and they actually had, before everything shut down, they had closed their other location in the city. So like non-pandemic related, I think they're doing okay. That's all I got.
All right, Darryl, wrap us up. Bring us home.
All right. Well, I had this guy sitting around here this week, and I hadn't actually put them together for a while, so I figured, I'll put them together finally. This I posted him on Twitter. This is RID Landfill. He's a fun character, but when I compare him to the other combiner from RID, I just get sad for this guy. Because Rail Racer is just an amazing figure by comparison. But this guy's fun too. I mean, he's a bunch of different colors. There's a, it's only 4 figures to make a combiner. And the weird little, connector in the back, like the where three of them connect, and then the fourth one kind of stabs in the middle there is really kind of interesting. So it's an interesting take on it. I wish it looked a little better, but whatever, it's fun.
Can't you make any of the limbs be any of the other limbs?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. So it's easy enough to switch the legs around, obviously, but you can really move them around, pretty easily. But the arms, I think the arms are pretty much dedicated to being the arms. I don't know. I really haven't experimented with that. But I think the head's pretty much, it has to be the head. So the other one that I pulled out today is, I'm not sure if I've ever shown them off before, but this is a really fun one. And this was the one I thought was going to, impress Mike. This is Beast Wars 2 Magmatron.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. Combiner of only 3 characters, and all dinosaur related. And he's fun. Pretty crazy.
I have never held him in person. I saw him at a convention a couple times, but I've never actually handled one.
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah. That's kind of
He's cool. He sticks together pretty well. He's got this long necked weird dinosaur thing on the back that you have to kind of wrap around and turn around, and then you stick it through the underneath the wing to kind of rest on the shoulder. So it was a bit of a hassle to kind of figure out how it sat, but it's fun and cool. He's got a couple missiles that tab into the wings there that you can lose fairly easily. And then there's another missile here. This sword is actually a gun, so it fires this sword blade. So
nothing. Yeah, there's a sword gun.
Oh yeah, sword. Yeah. So he's full of parts that can easily be lost, but he's a fun figure, and I think individually they all kind of suck, but he's meant to be combined. So yeah, all 3 combined make Magmatron, and he's pretty badass looking. But that's it. That's all I have this week.
All right. Well, I guess that will do it for Trips to the Store. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Again, if you would like to support Transmissions, you can become a Donatreon at transmissionspodcast.com/support. You can also leave us feedback at transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. You can leave us voicemails, emails, hit us up on social media. You can leave a comment right down below this YouTube video, too, if you like. All good ways to get in touch. And we've got that site-wide sale at tpublic.com, so go to transmissionspodcast.com/shop. That'll help out the show as well. Thanks, Mike, for joining us this week, and check him out on Empire of Rust.
Anytime, guys.
And we'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Okay, hanging up.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Transmissions. But just because this episode is over doesn't mean the Transformers fun has to stop. Join us and other Transformers fans on our Discord chat server by visiting transmissionspodcast.com/discord. If you would like to learn more about how you could support the Transmissions podcast, just visit transmissionspodcast.com/support. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you again next week.